Hi guys, Vino here and welcome to this Vino Plunk production, and in this video I'm actually going to be doing what's becoming one of my favourite pastimes, and that's unboxing a load of board games. I have another box filled to the brim with board games just here. I have already opened the box and checked some of the games inside because it actually took 2 days longer to receive this box than it should have, so I wanted to double check everything was in there, message the seller because they were getting a little bit anxious and nervous whether it's actually going to turn up. It finally did turn up. The box is already open, so I've already seen the contents inside. So technically this is a re-unboxing, but hey ho, at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's me showing you off some of the board games that I'm getting, and I have a very, very strong suspicion that this is going to be the last time this is going to happen. Stay to the end for a couple of updates I have to give you guys. I'm not going to be picking this box up because it's bloody heavy. One of the games contained within this box is freaking heavy. I do have with me a bottle of Coke that I'll be using throughout this video to wet my whistle, to moisten the throat, that sort of stuff. Please join me with a tipple or a drink of your choice and relax, sit back and let me unbox some board games. So the first thing is probably the most exciting board game in all of this box. It's this one here. It's so mysterious of a board game that it doesn't even have a name for it. Obviously that's just some packing material. So the first board game that's on top is not actually a board game technically. It's called Keyforge Age of Ascension. It is this is actually on the wrong way around. I've got a real pet peeve, by the way, of making sure the top of the box is the same way around so the bottom lines up. Just a pet peeve of mine. This is actually a card game called Keyforge Age of Ascension. That's the front. That's the back. I'm not going to be talking too much about the games in this particular video. This is purely just the unboxing. There will be overviews of these board games / card games coming very, very soon. I will give you some tidbits on some games that I do know about. I know very little about this. I do know this is actually made by a Magic the Gathering staff, Magic the Gathering staff, and it's very Magic the Gathering esque. The whole point of this game basically is the decks can't be customized. They are unique and they stay as they are. But Keyforge. Next up is a game that's also rather heavy called Galaxy Defenders. This is basically, if you know XCOM, the video game, this is basically XCOM, the board game, but they couldn't get the license because, as I'll show you the back. What's the back? Because I've said in previous videos, because of copyright. Essentially, ironically, there is now a XCOM board game out there now that's actually properly licensed and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm actually looking forward to checking this out because I've heard it's actually quite a bit of fun. And it's actually the seller that sold me these sets, these board games, sorry. This is one of their favourite one-player board games. So there we go. Next up is Edge of Humanity. There we go. This is kind of a post-apocalyptic, and again, the bottom of it is on the wrong way round. We are going to have to fix that. We are just going to have to fix that. So some of these games aren't strictly one player. You've probably already seen on Keyforge that is a 2-player starter set. Edge of Humanity, when it was originally released, was for 2 to 5 players. However, the actual creator of the game has actually come out with a 1-player variant. So if you go into BoardGameGeek.com, you can actually see the 1-player variant on there. So next up is the really, really heavy box. So bear with me on this one. This box weighs so much. This is the base game, or the base box to a game called The Seventh Continent. So that's the thing. That's the back. There is no back to it. Because as far as I understand, there is no retail version of Seventh Continent. Obviously, they have this nice box here, but there's not a retail version, so the back of it doesn't really have much. However, there is a second edition of the game that does have a front and a back, and I believe that's the retail edition of this. But that weighs a hell of a lot, and there's a fuck ton of cards in there.